welcome to the Obviously Rare podcast. This is a podcast that truly understand that we are rare and we are rare because we are taking the initiative to strive for greatness in all that we do, bringing love and harmony for people that are suffering. We are the ones that are not afraid to take charge and not afraid to stand up for God and what is right. This episode today is near and dear to my heart because they there are black men in the pulpit acting a fool. Black folks, most of us, or most of y'all, will not reach paradise. Most black folks will not reach paradise. And I got a video for y'all of Marvin Sapp. He had a song out. He's a gospel singer, and he's out there talking about actually holding his congregation, holding his church members hostage because he wants $40,000, and then brags about how he gonna spend the money at the hotel. Before I begin, I just want to say I appreciate all of y'all who found this channel, who have supported this channel, and who remain returning viewers. There's a thing on YouTube analytics that lets me know how many of y'all are returning. If you guys are returning constantly, I gotta start doing something special for y'all. I don't know what it is yet, but as of now, giving y'all my gratitude by saying I appreciate y'all and all of your support, your eyeballs on my channel, and not just my supporting me, supporting what God's trying to do, and the supporting good things that we're trying to do over here, taking that initiative to help others, spread the good news, spread the word, do our best. I ain't perfect, you ain't perfect, but we can have intellectual conversations. We can have fun conversations. We can turn up and do it like no other. Because I got to be me. If I can't be me, then I can't be free. I got a video I want to play for y'all. And I'm gonna be right back with you to give you my opinion.
I want everybody to remain standing quickly. How many of y'all really received something from the word of the Lord tonight? Listen.
Damn, he's sweating bad.
When you study scripture, you will notice that whenever God did something in the lives of the patriarchs of old, the patriarchs would pause, they would set up an altar, and they would offer up sacrifice. I asked each and every one of you how many of y'all received something from the word of the Lord. Everyone in this place said these words, I did. This is simple. 1,000 people giving what I'm about to challenge will be $20,000. 1,000 people giving what I'm about to challenge you all to do will be $20,000. Now, for those of us who are on the dais, I'm taking you higher, so put it back.
Look at his hairline.
I'm a strong believer that leaders lead not only in time, not only in talent,
look at
but
the
also
brother
in treasure.
Look at the brother right there in the blue suit to the right. Look at both of them. Look at the brother right there to the left and to the right. He looking like, nigga, I know you ain't about to finesse me out my damn socks. I know, here you go with that BS. You can look in his eyes and say, look, here you go with the BS. Look. Let's keep going.
Leaders lead in time, talent, and treasure. I was taught a long time ago that it costs to sit up here. There's 1,000 of you. I said, close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors.
This man's a demon.
Close the doors.
Holding people hostage.
We all gonna lead together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. Now, everyone up here, we've all sold and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here.
It costs.
Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come. Even if you're giving tangibly, just put your hand on take your phone and stick it on the bucket.
This man said, lock the door, give me your money. This robbery. This extortion.
Shh. Giving is worship.
Then he told people to be quiet.
Giving is worship.
This man just told everybody to shut up, lock the doors, shut your goddamn mouth, and give the money, whether it's digital or physical. Hell must be large because a lot of people are going. Let's expound on this, y'all. I'll meet y'all on the other side with a joke.
1,000 people online need to give $20. This is easy, saints. This is an easy miracle. We should be able to raise $40,000 tonight just from y'all giving. I'm about to go get in my truck. I'm going to my hotel. I got me some fruit. I'm doing fruit now. Fruit and water. I'm trying to look at us. Yeah. Now after you come up here, you can open the doors. Y'all can walk out the door after you come up here.
He said you.
But make sure you come
evil.
this way
Evil.
before you.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that mess? This is absolutely atrocious. What I just witnessed. Now, if me, that man would have said, "Lock the door." What you mean, lock the door, nigga? Because he's not a pastor. He's a nigga, right? And I heard he used to do coke. He woke up this morning. He's demonically possessed, in my opinion. He got up there in the house of the Lord, bringing his nigga ways, bringing his criminal ways into the house of the Lord just to rob folks, using the Lord's name in vain, using the Lord's name to prey on lost souls. That's what we're talking about right now. Using the Lord's names to prey on the lost souls. This people like him piss me off, and then he tries to justify it with his he's on Ricky Smile. I didn't even watch it because there is no justification for what you just did. Talking about you need $40,000. I understand that the churches need buildings. I understand that we are a family, and that money in this world, money is important. I don't care who you are, black, white, homeless, rich, gay, straight. Money is a factor in this world. You know, when Christ returns, there'll be a new heaven and a new earth. It won't matter. And I'm waiting for those beautiful days where nobody has to struggle. Nobody has to worry about food. Nobody has to worry about getting medicine. Will they have enough money for medicine? Will they have enough money to take care of their sick children? Will they have, or even leisure? Do they have enough money to just take a vacation to feed a family, or just take a vacation just to free their minds from the daily pressure and the rat race, you know, that we face every day? So in this world, money is very important. I'm not naive to overlook this very important factor in our life. But when a nigga get up on this stage and he's talking about lock the doors, what you mean lock the door? If it was me up there, I would say, let me holler at you real quick. You ain't locking nothing up here. He said, as soon as he said lock them doors, he said, you ain't leaving until you give me my money. That's a robbery. I'm from the hood and I can smell a robbery. I can smell when somebody's trying to play me. And my immediate reaction is to capitalize and jump all over that human being. If this human being trying to take advantage of me, I hate when people try to take advantage of people, or people that, you know, may not have the confidence from God, because real, true confidence comes from God. It comes from understanding that nothing in this world is more frightening than the Lord. Nothing in this world is more frightening than not having a relationship with God. That's probably equally as frightening. The fear of God and the fear of not having a relationship with God, the fear of not being able to have a relationship with God. That's what you call hell, right? So everybody should fear hell. This is a place where God can't reach you anymore. You know, because we do have free will. We do have a choice, but these choices must come from God. So when people don't have true confidence, when you see men, especially these so-called gangsters, acting emotional, acting all tough, that's fake confidence, and that comes from the devil, right? The devil fills their minds up with false interpretation of confidence, false interpretation of being strong. Being strong is not preying on weak people. Being strong is not crashing out and killing people. Being strong is not proving to the world that you're a killer and that you have a whole bunch of bodies and you're willing to crash out. You're willing to dope sell. You're willing to be destructive. ultimately that's just being destructive. Being brutal. Being brutal and being destructive is not confident. Confidence is understanding that there's consequences to every action. Being confident is understanding there's a cause and effect, and by the power of God, you're willing to deal with the consequences. Meaning, if if I was in there, I understand I'm confident to speak up, and I know the consequences of me whooping his behind. You beat up a pastor. Well, in my opinion, he's not a pastor. According to the literature, according to God's words, he does not fit the criteria of a pastor. So I whooped him, right? But now I understand the backlash. One, the people who really believe this buffoon will try to ridicule me because they love him more than the actual truth. The people in his congregation love him and all these other phony pastors more than the truth, more than they love God. So when they see me whooping his behind, I mean brutal uppercuts, jabs, straight punch, hooks, overhand, I mean all of that, a sweet combination. I'm ducking, I'm hitting them hard, right? They're gonna persecute me. Think about that. This man has been lying and stealing from you, manipulated the Lord's name, and you're gonna defend him because of the quote unquote love that you have for him. You love him more than anything else. You love his lies. You love his snakish behavior. You love his deceit. And here I am, righteous, standing up for God and standing up for you. I tried to help your dumb behind. I try to help you. You really are goofy. Here I am, putting my reputation on the line, and then the world see it. These people are the same people that will manipulate the narrative. They be like, oh, Michael, he over there, he whooped the pastor. Well, let's break it down. Why I whooped the pastor? One, he's not a pastor, like I said. Two, he has defiled God's home. It comes to a point in this world, are you going to fight for God? And I am a soldier in God's army, right? I'm a soldier in God's army, and that burns me up when I know somebody is manipulating lost souls. And I really believe people take church as a joke now. It's a church. Church is a joke. I believe people think that church is a place to just hang out, and the church offers the way the church is traditionally ran. It offers a lot of things to us. It's supposed to offer a lot of positive and righteous things to society. It's a place where people can eat. It's a place where people can get right with God. It's a place of worship. It's a place of sacrifice. It's a place of bringing people together. It's a place of saving souls. You go out to the community. We have fundraisers. We have retreats. The churches used to, go out to the communities and feed the homeless, get people donate. The church, that they have the time and the money to go out and get people with the rehab, put money up for rehab, or say there's a rehab facility already together. Maybe they want to do renovations. Maybe the church can help out. Maybe the church can't pay for the whole thing, but at least the church can help out with the renovation cost. Say there's a rehab facility, say like downtown Dallas, there's a rehab facility, and they have a $50,000 project. It's be a brand new facility. We're gonna hire more doctors, but it's $50,000, and say the church can't pay for the whole thing. Say the church puts up 15, and only thing the church wants is the people to still come to church. All we want is y'all to come to church and go to rehab and get your life together. It's all about repairing families, putting people on the right path. And even then, the devil is still a spiritual battle. Even with all this positive energy, positive thoughts, righteous thoughts, even with all the literature, even with all the reading from God's words, even with all the prayers, there's obstacles, spiritual obstacles, mental obstacles, emotional obstacles that are just thrown in our way. That's why you need the strength of God to overcome. So when you start talking like how I'm talking, you understand why I jumped all over this pastor. This dude, in my opinion, is a absolute clown. This dude is an absolute joke. And the people in that congregation, I hope y'all get it right. I hope y'all truly understand what kind of environment y'all are in, because If you believe this fool, you believe anything. And why is he sweating so damn bad? This man is just sweaty. This man is just sweaty, sweaty, sweaty. I point out the brothers in the back because I'm old and I feel sorry. I'm like, them dudes in the back, I think they wanted to say something. I don't know what their ties are. I don't know if they're gonna get a piece of that $40,000 because it's all a scam. So the dudes in the back with the blue, he was looking at him like, what you talking about, nigga? He said, y'all up here, it costs to be up here. That's what Marvin Sapp said. It costs to be up here. This ain't a club. This ain't a nightclub. This ain't a five-star restaurant. God's word is free. God is omnipresent. He's everywhere. He's all knowing. Who are you to charge so we can get too close to God? This man is charging people so they can get close to God. He said, it costs my brother to be up here around me up in here. See. Y'all thought it was about God, the Son, Christ, and the Holy Spirit, and God's words and God's intentions. God's words wouldn't do it forever. Yeah, that sounds all good, but let me break it down. This is my house, and in my house, it's charged to be up here at this pulpit. The dude on the left looked like he's about to pimp slap him. The dude on the right looked so confused because he's seen the BS coming. He was looking like, are you? Where you going with this? Where you going? Well, we're going to $100. How about that? For y'all standing up here, it's $100 for y'all, and it's $20 for the congregation. He said, and I will not open these doors. And he said, after y'all give me that money, y'all can leave. I'm surprised that them OGs, as old as they are, I guess age doesn't always bring wisdom and understanding. And that's why from here until I die, I'm going to be fighting. We're going to have to fight for our health. We're going to have to fight for this money. You know, you coming from the dirt. We're going to have to fight for happiness. Every day is a battle. Let me tell you something. Every single day is a battle. And the only way you're going to overcome the manipulation, the satanic intentions when people trying to take your life, people try to harm you physically, people try to harm you spiritually, people try to discourage you from loving God, people trying to take you off of your path with God, or even yourself. And this is the greatest battles, y'all. The greatest battles is the ones within ourselves. All throughout the books, through Numbers and Deuteronomy, it was collectively, God was talking to Israel collectively and individually. There's simultaneous. Did I say that word? I've been in the South too long. My vocabulary is slipping. Simultaneously, he's talking to Israel as a group and as individuals because everybody has to hold themselves accountable, right? Have to hold themselves accountable. So it's the internal warfare within ourselves, and that's one of the greatest battles. There's the devil, and the devil is doing all that he can to discourage you from loving God and having a righteous life with God. The world, the world, there's people, there's devils, there's entities, the governments, everything is trying to keep you from loving God. But it's that when you look in the mirror, your thought process, you know, why did I do that? Why did I watch that type of movie? You know, why did I go out with this person? You know, how did I get myself in this predicament, in this relationship with this person? See, it's the internal, our own personal battles, and then our battles as a society. The prime example, the church. What are we doing collectively so we could be a shining example of who God calls us to be? I wish I can punch this man right in the mouth because I always struggle. Like, what do you do when evil people try to do harm? Me, I know God's people to turn the other cheek. And I think he meant that literally and he meant that metaphorically, meaning turn the other cheek. Don't get too caught up in this world. These people they're filled with frustration. They're filled with evil. They have evil desire. They're filled with anger. They have a lot of stuff going on. And God teaches us how to maneuver through day-to-day operations, not to get caught up in the small thing. Learn how to brush things off. And that really meant, and I really do mean, he means that at the highest level, don't get too attached to this world because the world wants you to react in a certain way. The world wants us to react in a certain way, right? Meaning, like righteous anger. What do you do when somebody's manipulating souls? Do we let God handle this? Do we intervene? Because a lot of us be like, well, you know, if we don't say anything, aren't we the problem? So now, if we are going to say anything, how do we go about it in a way that is um, pleasing to the Lord, in a way that is acceptable to the Lord? Because physically, he should have, somebody should have jumped on him. But see, there's another ways to do things. Okay, we're gonna let this slide. We're not gonna put our hands on it. We're not gonna fight and stoop down to the level. What we're gonna do is do what we're doing right now in this podcast. We want to talk about it, have an honest and genuine conversation, and help those that can't see what's really going on. And that's ultimately our duty. Help those that really can't see what's going on. So when God said turn the other cheek, he literally meant that. Turn the other cheek. They can have your body. Turn the other cheek means, like I said, let the small things and even the big things go. But there's also situations where we can't let go. We're gonna have to stand up and fight. But that's how we fight is it gets a little tricky. What do you do when you're trying to pray to God, but another religious group wants to murder you because they don't want because we don't want to convert to their religion? Well, our religion says not to murder. The part of the Ten Commandments, one of the Ten Commandments, thou shalt not murder. But these people want to kill us because we love Jesus Christ. What do? And this is where it gets tricky. So that's why you always got to put God first in prayer, and let these small things go. Let the small things go. And if we are going to address these big things, address it wholeheartedly and put God first and be like, God, what's our next step? What can we do next? Because this is a very, very serious issue. It's a very serious issue that this man, I can't even call him a man, this person is up there holding people hostage because he wants to eat grapes like a king. He said it. He said, I want to go to this hotel. He said, after this, I'm going to the hotel. And I'm pretty sure it was a very nice hotel. He's up to eat me some fruit and walk his hot, fat, sweaty behind about the church. He needs his behind whooped. I know we have to, I'm doing my due diligence. We're talking about it. And I really want y'all to engage and let me know about Marvin Sapp and pastors like Marvin Sapp who just pray on souls. And I really want to know what's the mindset. Do y'all really believe that? You know what? I think it's lost souls, and I think it's desperate souls. I think these are the type of souls that are not generally looking for a relationship with God. I think they're like gamblers. I think he's the head gambler. I don't know what the head gambler is called, but he is a person. So in other words, all these people in church are not looking for a relationship with God. They're looking for a means to get money. So if they feel like, oh, if I can get this pastor money, this so-called God, this God is like a casino God. This is a casino. A lot of these people, I believe, they look at church as a casino. And as long as they keep pouring money into this casino, they believe they're going to get it back. Okay. They're not really listening to the words that are being uttered to them. Like when Marvin Sapp and the crooked pastors are talking to them, they're not really trying to digest the words internally so they can resonate with their heart, so they can resonate with their spirit, they can resonate with their mind, so they can move accordingly. They can move different and grow as a person, as a human being. I think they go to these churches so they can be filled with this demonic illusion and deception that if you keep coming to this church and listen to my BS and, get hooping and hollering, just give this money, out the blue, God, this so-called God is going to give you $1 million. I really think these people believe that. I don't truly believe these people are going to this church to get right with God. Not all of them. I think most of them use this church as a casino. I'm going to keep putting in, and then one day I'm going to hit that jackpot and get up out of here. You get what you deserve. But y'all flood my comments. This has been a wonderful episode. The obviously rare podcast. I love this podcast. I can take my time. I can be intimate with y'all, and it's okay to be rare. If you guys look at the opening introduction, it's a man sitting. It's a man sitting on a chair all by himself at the park. And sometimes that alone time with God, I can walk alone. It's a beautiful thing. We can face this world alone. And ultimately, we're not really alone because we got God. It's obviously that we're rare. And being rare, we are hard to find. We are hard to scope out. with our complexity, and a lot of times we're so simple. People, it's hard to figure out. We're rare. It's say if you found like a ruby, it's your first time seeing it, it's like, yeah, I've never seen this before. you know and then you have so many questions about that. That's what being rare is about. People, I want to get to a point in my life where you're so rare, and all the because of the beautiful things that we do. We're beautiful like rubies, we're beautiful like emeralds, beautiful like diamonds, because of the wonderful words that we utter, the images that we put out, the uplifting, the energy that we put out, all of these wonderful things that we put out, and people just want it so bad. We're valuable. When something becomes valuable beyond the market, it becomes rare. Very, very, very valuable. Almost to the point of priceless, and we really are. We priceless, even though rubies have a price. Diamonds have a price, but God's words doesn't have a price. Salvation doesn't have a price. Redemption doesn't have a price. When you're able to change your mind, change how your heart uh, operates, when you're able to change how you walk all through God, when you allow God, let me say it, when you allow God to change your heart, when you allow God to change your mind, you allow God to change your spirit, then no amount of money can purchase that. But y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Should he be hung? Should he be what was that thing? Should he be impaled like with one of them poles that they used to do back in Israel days? Y'all let me know. I'm so glad that I did this podcast tonight. I wish y'all well. Y'all keep coming back. Y'all keep coming back. Y'all keep coming back. And I'm keep giving y'all all of this game and all of these gems. 250 capital G, obviously, podcast. I'm gone.